What is up, guys? Welcome back to another video. And I'm gonna get it short, sweet, and simple. I posted a poll on my YouTube, and it was basically fan art or flesh out some original characters that I basically created and never went anywhere with. So I brought out my two other sketchbooks, where basically her design, where I had originally came up with her design. Give it a minute. I'll find the page, I swear. There we go. This is the original character. In my head, it was definitely gonna be a lot different than what it is now in my head. So, yeah. I was for sure gonna have her with light, very, very light pink hair, okay? Very light. So this was her original concept. I really like these two, and I like the hairstyle on this one, the face shape, not so much. This sketchbook tour, I had also drawn her in color with, I guess her like rival girlfriend, who's also a vampire. So those two are there. So I wanted this video to be short and sweet because I don't know how long this is gonna take me. It did save.
I would just like to say I had this reaction because I thought I lost my inspo board that's currently shown.
Thank God! Anyways, yeah, I'll insert a screenshot on the screen just in case if it's too glary. I wanted her, the main character, these are her notes for now. She was trapped in ice for 10 years. She's the apprentice to the last wizard before his exile. Because in this world, well, in the world that I have in my little head, witches, wizards were all basically exiled. Dead. They're all dead. I guess I wanted her to be like Fluttershy with a mix of like Twilight. And then her whole like, I guess the whole plot of it is just her trying to find the 6 stones of life as like the vampire king is like hunting her down because she's a witch. And I also wanted to add that at first she's a magic user, which is completely different from like witches. At first she thinks she's a magic user and she's very clumsy and she likes learning about witchcraft and all that, but then finds out that she's actually a super freaking powerful witch. Let's just get into drawing. No more yapping. I'm running out of pages. Oh my god. And I have to use this. Guys, I'm so sorry. In fact, I want her to be plumpy almost. And I do want her to have like downturned eyes. Now, I haven't like warmed up or anything, so don't come for my drawings. Do not. Also, drink of the day is water because I don't feel good. So, I am not sure what I'm going for. Hopefully, I'll have her somewhat fleshed out to the point where I can make a somewhat full illustrated drawing of her. Original idea came from, I have no idea actually. I just thought of stuff in my head. Do you know what the inspiration for her was? What if there was a black woman with long pink locks? And I don't know, I went to Pinterest. If you guys want to see my Pinterest and like things that like inspire me, I'll add a link in the description. I do kind of want her to be shy, but I also don't really like that. I was thinking more strong-willed rather than like shy. Because Marceline, her girlfriend, which I'm going to be designing in the next video, is more of, I guess, I would say bitchy. Let's go with bitchy. She's a lot bitchier because what's it called? She's like Marceline's like the reformed mean girl almost. So that's what I would name her as Reformed Mean Girl. That's it. Because she's definitely the type to like call you out on shit, while I want Zara to be the type to sugarcoat you, to give it a sugar coating when she's gonna tell you something. Boom. I just drew up a body really quick, although I don't really like it. She needs a little more curve. I definitely want this to be like super fantasy vibes almost. Not sure how I don't feel like drawing hands, so excuse me. Well, I don't draw hands. Better to keep the really pink locks and maybe darken up her skin tone, even though I've never actually like drawn her only with acrylic markers. So I really like the idea of her having a shitload of hair, because obviously she's trapped in ice. Her hair is gonna grow out, and I want it to be that she's wearing locks as like a protective hairstyle almost. I like the idea of her locks being a protective hairstyle, and she just has really coily hair, like really long pink coily hair. And when she gets out of the ice, whoever it is that's like whoever it is that helped her, which I do know who helps her, but for the sake of you guys, I'm not saying right now because that's a different video. But whoever it is that helped her basically gives her these locks because she wants to like hide her identity and stuff. That, and also because her hair is probably like really freaking matted and bad because you know, she was locked up. So usually when I create characters, I usually have like a general idea of what I'm doing. But for her, it's because I didn't have a general idea of what I was doing that I just didn't want to like keep designing her. Now, realistically, would she have all these locks in the middle of fighting? No, she won't. But guess what? She's not a fighter. She's here to sit pretty. And I guess that's what like her girlfriend, I said girlfriend, but technically in the period that I'm speaking of, they haven't even like met, I guess. But basically, I guess that's what makes Marceline like drawn to her almost, because she noticed that she prefers to keep her style or like to be pretty rather than like fight, I guess. And Marceline really likes that because she's also the same way. Like, Marceline is a vampire that died in the 18,000s, and she's not that far behind. She's like from the 19,000s. So Marceline, well, she's gonna be in the other video, so I don't know why I keep talking about Marceline, because I just really like Marceline, okay? I really want to get to designing her. But anyways, looking on Pinterest for an outfit, I'm pretty sure she's the only one that I haven't exactly like really have an outfit for. Like, here's her Pinterest board. It's not as much as everybody else's, but I'll probably have something else. But that's her Pinterest board. I'm gonna see if I can find an outfit, maybe. No, I saw this thing on Pinterest. I'm going to line the things that I currently like. So I really like her hair. I'm going to come up with her colors. Now, for colors, I don't necessarily really like going in with, you know, my super expensive markers. So I go in with some like water-based markers like Crayola or stuff like that. Now, I've hoarded a lot over the years. Her color scheme is pink, black, and white. I'm gonna draw a little mock sketch of her. I have a bunch of pinks, actually, but let's see which pink I'm going to like. I remember using that one in like a mock sketch of her. Okay, I like that pink. I mean, they're the same pinks.
On camera, it doesn't look like it's the same pink, but I swear to God, it is the same pink in person.
I got this years ago at a Ross, because that's what I did. Before I had money, I went to Ross. So, ta-da! Absolutely not. Bestie, we're going with this one. And actually, my boyfriend came up with a design that I saw that I really liked. Basically, white eyes, but like I gave them kind of the shading of pink, maybe green eyes, but like like an emerald green, almost like this. Hold on, number 13 green. Oof. I feel like that's gonna be really pretty with. Oh, that's gorgeous. That's so pretty. So beautiful. Everything's giving poofy. I really like this one, but I want it more modern-esque almost. I see a lot of square necklines, and I feel like my girl can rock them. Ooh, I really like this one actually. I want to go with something like this, but like, what do you guys think? I think it's time to draw up a little pose idea.
Hey you guys, it's kind of future me. I just want to add a little disclaimer right now. If you see a big cut in the video, that's mainly because I got sick, like really sick in the middle of this video, and then like it'll cut to like a really not detailed, but like a somewhat good fleshed out drawing of what I had before. So I just wanted to add that. So I kind of wanted to take the time to basically add the things that I'm thinking about in my head. They're not in any specific order or anything, they're just things in my head. Basically that I was thinking that, you know, kind of like all the creatures and stuff in the world had like moved on and went into their like own separate cities and towns and stuff. The more known a creature is, the more, I guess, the bigger the town and city is for them. And vampires, they didn't used to rule, but Marceline's she was adopted by this guy. Her father kind of like went crazy midway through for some reason, and like decided to like, I guess, become the king of everything, and he like succeeded. So on his end, he was trying to find the seven sin stones, which are basically the bad version of the 6 life stones that Zara, our main character here, is trying to find. And Marceline doesn't exactly know what her dad is trying to do. She just knows that he's family. He took her in when she was a new baby vampire. Here it is, guys, the big cut. Yep. I got really sick. But anyways, Marceline doesn't necessarily know what her dad is trying to do. She just is trying to go along with it because she wants to like hold out hope that, you know, this guy that she's been following for a couple years is a good guy and not a bad guy. I'm realizing I talked a lot about Marceline and Zara, and I haven't even talked about the other character, and that's mainly because I have no clue what the hell she is. I know she's a fairy, I know she wants to be a chemist, she wants to like do potions and all that stuff, and I also know that I want her to have very heavy South Asian influence in her designs, much like Kate from Bridgerton. I love, like, she's in her inspo board. I love the way they like influenced her designs into like her culture. So a little fun fact, I used to go on a big OC kick. Every show that I watched, I would develop a main character for it. Like, for instance, I remember when My Hero got really popular, I developed an original character that would like kind of manipulate plants, and she had this whole like love thing, but we're not getting into my creepy history. Creepy is a touch. I met my childhood. Let's not even go there, okay? No, because the way that I so vividly remember now that I also had a Naruto original character, even though I've barely watched Naruto, I just really like that one sand motherfucker. And then I also had a miraculous ladybug, like, whole concept thing. I remember being back in my dad's country, Uruguay, and I was just drawing up some like miraculous stuff where like the whole concept of it was that there was a miraculous master's box that held like different realities to like life, and like the main character that I had drew up in my head was like her design was like a lion tamer almost. She was like a fantasy black lion, so she could like oddly flirt with Chat Noir. And that, like, her whole concept was that she was a singer. She's born and raised in Paris. She wasn't raised in Paris. She was born in Paris. But she was born in Paris. She started singing on the internet, got really popular, and then moved to the States because the States liked her a little bit more than Paris. She was getting more numbers in the States. And then eventually she moved back to Paris, and she's, like, battling, like, some illness that I don't even freaking know, and I made her up. And, like, there was this whole thing where she even got someone akumatized and stuff because, like, what was it? Wait. Oh, yeah. So, like, there was a substitute teacher, and basically that, the substitute thought she had her, like, device out or phone out, and she's like, oh, no, I'm just, like, really sick, and I kind of need this to, like, keep myself alive, and the teacher's like, no, like, you're getting in trouble, blah, 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 and she had, like, grabbed her phone, and she's like, no, I kind of really need that, and the whole class is like, no, she needs that, like, now, and she's like, no, I really need it because I'm about to pass out, and then she passes out, and, like, everybody's mad at the teacher, and the teacher ends up, like, the substitute teacher ends up getting, like, fired and kicked out and, like, probably banned almost, and she kind of, like, got really upset at herself for being, like, that stupid, and then she gets, like, akumatized. I'm not gonna lie, I would really, really like to come back to that concept just to feed my inner child, now that I'm a little better at art and I feel like I can draw better than I used to. Oh my god, I would really like to come back to that concept, but I'm not sure if you guys will like it, so I just might keep it private. So yeah. I probably had a lot more original characters, but those were the ones that I remembered the most. It was definitely, interesting. I'm kind of happy this didn't take so long, and, that her design is relatively simple. I'm gonna keep fleshing her out, and then maybe I'll do a re-update video on her, but next video is definitely gonna be about Marceline. I'm just not sure when her video is gonna be coming out, but definitely the next OC flesh out is gonna be about Marceline, her vampire girlfriend. It's kind of like a mock-up design. It's not quite a finished illustration, but it's definitely close. So yeah, guys, I hope you guys enjoy this video. I hope if you're new here, you'll come back for another video. Hope you guys come back for another video, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.